All right, guys, we're back. Season two is on the launch pad. We're ready to
It's
rock and
ready to rock
roll.
and roll, yeah.
I'm here with my co-host Dougie Fresh. What's going on, bro? How's everything?
Dude, I cannot believe that we're kicking off season two with the finale being live of season one. That was awesome. I had such a great session. I had such a great time. Life has been lifing, bro. Like things are really happening across the board over here. It's been kind of crazy over the last month or so. I feel like so much stuff around Dylan has like changed. She's like fully crawling now, wanting to do all
Mm,
that. We're now like eating solid foods
yeah,
like
eating solid.
all the time. More, we're starting to like kind of bring back a little bit, like or draw back on the formula as much, like and let her eat more of the solid food. She's had so many different things now, like mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes. She's tried eggs. We've tried watermelon, applesauce. Dude, it's so awesome. Like everything is good there. Work has been really solid. Like a lot of good stuff happening on that front. Some good momentum and some shifts in ways
Mm.
where we're potentially going to get some funding, which is freaking awesome. Having a little more cash flow will make it much better on that front, and then hopefully we'll be able to get into a couple of segments later about like some summer stuff and like what our plans are and everything. So a lot of good stuff happening. Excited to get back into the swing of things and chat with the home team and chat with you and kick off season two of Elevated and Chill, bro. Like, what about you? What's going on? What's the life updates? Like, talk to me. The
Well, I
last time
mean,
you were like a traveling all over the
yeah.
world, doing everything.
Yeah, I didn't just get back, but I got back from Ghana. Uh, Ghana was an experience, so a lot of culture there, a lot of history there. Very it's not really modernized, so there's a lot of like it's a third world country, so a lot of like ebbs and flows there. But overall, it was an experience. The wedding that I went to was beautiful, so definitely very much uh very over the top, cinematic. The production, everything, the decorations was beautiful. And just generally speaking, like Ghana is a place where it's a third world country, but it's a lot of like it's rich in culture and stuff like that. Food is amazing too. So
I feel like
um,
whenever you do like a destination wedding, though, like it goes all out. Like it's
yeah,
always
you
great.
gotta go out.
Like Stoyan and Christie's was fucking awesome too. Like right in
Yeah,
Puerto Rico, outside of like the rain, but you couldn't help that was the weather. But like the
yeah.
actual spread was awesome. The food was awesome.
We still had
Like
a good time too. You know what I mean? So
I just feel like destination weddings are always great.
I feel like you gotta go all out, judging by the fact that everybody's coming in for the wedding. So it has to be like kind of over the top. So it was definitely beautiful. Um, it was cool to see like the different like culture aspects in the wedding as well. So that was pretty dope.
Did you hit
Uh,
any museums or anything? Like I know that that's a big thing
yeah,
on
I
the
went to
bucket list.
the Kwame Memorial. So that's the first president. I went to the other museums did we go to? No, we didn't go to. It was not per se a museum. We went to Cape Coast, which is one of like the slave castles. Then drove by Elmina, which is another slave castle. Went to Cocoon National Park. That's where we did the canopy walk to like a rainforest, and the canopy walk is basically you're going on top of trees and shit. It's like a walkway, and shit was
That's
pretty fucking
really
scary.
cool.
Really cool, but really
Like, how is
scary.
it built? Like on top of the trees.
It's like built. It's like wrapped around like a bunch of like really like trees, and it's
So is there like a wire that you guys are like connected to, or like how did that
nah,
all?
no. It's like basically like a. It's like you ever seen those movies where they have like those little like
Like those small little like wooden
like
panels, like things?
wooden like bridges. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of exactly what it was. But like it's like kind of really wrapped tightly around trees, so it kind of holds very well. But still, in all, like you're in the middle, and it's like you're up. You could see birds flying. Like that's how up you like that's how
And you're
far
not
up you.
strapped into anything.
You're not strapped in, so you're
Whoa.
free. Yo, you're raw dogging that shit, bro. Raw dogging
That's
that.
wild, dude.
And they have one, so you go over one, and then you kind of get onto like the like another like one of like the other platforms, and then
Yeah.
you could go two ways. This way to the left, which leads you back to where you started, or you could go you go straight and then actually do six more of the same thing. So I'm
Whoa.
like, if I'm already on this, I'm gonna
I
bitch
might as
out.
well get this done.
Gotta get it
Yeah.
done. So we went all the way
Dude, that
to
reminds me of like there's this really cool thing in Purchase. It's called Boundless Adventures. And it literally
yeah,
is like just like that. It's all of these like wooden bridges or like
yeah,
wooden panels or plates like that are sat into the tree, and then you can take like zip lines over to each of the
yeah.
things and like cross all of them and everything, but you're obviously like strapped in, like they make you
No,
wear
this
freaking
is.
gloves and all that and
I was just like,
everything.
how is this? Like, I mean, they said like nothing has ever happened, so I'm all right. I mean, cool. I guess that's a good success rate, but
That is a
still,
great success rate. If you're at 100 and no one's ever gotten hurt, that's pretty good.
yeah, yeah.
So,
So, yeah, did Cocoon National Park. Went to like a bunch of like the other like in terms of museums, we went to the art center too. But the art center is not really like a how we would see it in New York. It's
mhm.
literally like a kind of like a marketplace. You go there
Oh, that's really cool
and you
though.
buy like certain stuff. Like you buy stuff. They have
Like it's like a
pottery.
street fair kind of thing
Yeah, it's like a
almost.
street vendor thing. It's like their version of a street vendor. I'm trying to think. What else did we do? Oh, we went to obviously the Independence Square and Black Star Square, the Black Star Plaza. Basically that's where like kind of like the president holds like speeches and all that stuff.
This is your first
Um,
time in Africa, right?
Generally, yeah, this is actually my first time going overseas. Period.
Overseas, yeah.
Like I never been overseas. So and like what else did we do? We did that. I think that we went to this cool I forgot the name of it. It's almost like their version of our botanical gardens.
Oh,
They have like a
nice.
bunch of like flowers and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. I
You
think
guys did
that's
a lot. Wow, like that's pretty cool that you got
yeah. We did
all
a
that
decent
in
amount.
what
The
was it,
trip
5 days or
now
7?
I was there for 2 weeks.
Oh wow, it did not feel like it was 2 weeks though.
It didn't. It flew by, but I was there for 2 weeks, so it was like I said, it was experience. Ghana is there's a lot going on in Ghana, so it was definitely an experience. So I'm looking forward to my next travel experience, which I'll be traveling to Amsterdam, Germany, and Belgium. So that's my kind of like on the bucket
Dude,
list. So
that's awesome. You guys have like a backpacking stuff set up, or like how
yeah,
what's
like
the plan?
we're
Are you gonna
setting up
stay
a
in hostels, or you're gonna
no.
actually like do Airbnbs?
We're figuring out. We're probably gonna do we're kind of like trying to build up the itinerary first, and then we'll get like the hotels to see what's around and stuff like that. So
I thought you were gonna
uh
do the traditional like backpack around backpack around Europe and like stay in the hostels and like be cheap and like not fucking spend that money.
we'll see what the if if an Airbnb is decent price, we'll hop in an Airbnb. But that's like my next trip. So yeah, we're glad to be back. Getting into the full things at work. Work with work. It's kind of like we're still in the process of transitioning, so kind of keeping up with that. And other than that, just regular, just getting back to the norm. I mean, getting back to the American life since I was in Ghana for 2 weeks. So, um, yeah. So now that we wrapped up season one, we're in season two now. Just for you guys, a little for the home team, a little sneak peeks going on. Obviously we're gonna do more live sessions. That's on the horizon. Potentially some guest stars. You know what I mean? We're trying to get some guest stars in here so you guys can see, get more indulged in our life and see, who we know and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, obviously we would want you guys for the Chill and Nine segment to drop questions so we could get your questions out there. So again, repeatedly, you guys are much involved in this process like we are. So we'll love to share your questions or whatever questions you have for us.
Yeah, I'm super excited about season 2. I think there's a lot of cool stuff that's on. on the horizon, like you said, in the hopper, ready to go for the home team for you guys to one, be more involved with us, two, enjoy the sessions even more and see us in person and us see each other in person more. So the live sessions will definitely be ramping up. Couple of guest stars we already got in the docket and ready to get on here and chill with us with some chilling asks as well around the corner. So hopefully we can get more from you all in the comments and you drop some stuff over so that we can chat a bit. Like I'm so excited about that
Yeah.
part of growing this podcast and growing this little community and experience. So that should be super fun. So a lot of nice sneak peeks coming up with season 2. So
Yeah, we're excited to be back for sure. To get back to you guys, to get back, needed like a kind of a couple weeks to, gather ourselves and take a break, but we're back full of energy, ready to rock and roll. And
little
yeah,
short recess.
yeah, little short recess. I did forget to mention I got this necklace from Ghana, so
Yeah, and you're wearing the freaking merch too. Like
yeah, you got
got
to
the
get the
merch
merch out
on.
there.
I gotta
Um,
get my shirt too. I forgot to wear it today. I'm so
Merch potentially on the horizon as well.
that's true,
Forgot to,
bro.
so a lot of things going on for season two, but the kind of like segueing into our chilling ass segment. Wanted to get you. This is mostly for the home team. Just wanted to gauge what you guys felt about season one. So the chilling ass question is, what episode was your favorite from season one, and why? For the home team, let us know what you think in the comments. Dougie,
Dude,
what's your favorite
my
episode?
my favorite episode was episode 4. Like so go back to episode 4 and rewatch that. Everybody rewatch it. Home team jump back in there. One, I want to obviously know what episode is everybody else's favorite, but episode 4, you and I were laughing so much and it was like
Yeah,
so funny. There was so much good shit that was going on. It was like back and forth with the banter. Everything was like good. The vibe
yeah,
was rolling. I was
yeah,
like, this is hilarious. I sat down
yeah,
and watched myself and laughed at it so much, and I was like, "This is so good!" Like our whole vibe was like perfect. It like went
uh,
back and forth. The flow was good. I was excited about season 1, but I think that there's more in season 2 around what's in store for this home team and what's in store for
yeah,
everybody. That's gonna just like break the bank. But I think
yeah,
it was episode 4. There was a moment where you and I like both shared like a quick silence and then we got right back into it and it was like perfect. It was almost like
yeah,
the transition was done like with basically like perfect editing, even though it was just like you and I were bullshit and shooting the
yeah,
shit. Like it was perfect, dude.
yeah.
What about you? What episode was your favorite in season 1?
I would say I have two actually. I would say episode four, and I want to say it's episode seven. Say episode four because obviously the chemistry was there. I think episode four kind of really accentuated our chemistry, and just kind of the episode was just flowing for the reasons you were saying. I say episode seven because episode four showed the chemistry, but episode seven showed the roots, and I feel like the roots are
Yeah, that
always
was really fun.
important. Just like kind of giving like the home team a background of where we started as friends, and then our evolution of our friendship to what it's become now, where we are now with with the pod and stuff like that. So I think if I had to, I those are like two that I'm like, all right. If you're talking about more serious, like I think episode seven because it showed like the background. Episode four was more like a clowning, like it's kind of shows our episode four showed our friendship, but episode seven showed where it came from.
Yeah, I agree. I think episode 7 was awesome too. Like I was like when we sat down, we were talking about the topics, what we wanted to do. I was like, this is really going to show the home team who we are, where we came from,
Yeah,
what our roots were, give them a little bit more than just like you and I talking about our segments and starting to kick things off. And that's what I want to do with this season is really start to show like here, this is us. Like this, we on the day to day are just us. There isn't extra editing. There isn't
Yeah,
extra BS or nonsense. We're
yeah,
still just having a good time, enjoying ourselves, and this is all rooted in us being really close friends and wanting to expand and grow and elevate each other and elevate others and just have a good time talking about what's going on in the world and not just stick to surface level stuff. Like really get
yeah,
deep and enjoy the time that we have with each other as well as the audience. And I'm excited about that, man. Like getting back into it is going to be
yeah.
so
Again, but
awesome.
yeah, and I think episode 10 is like a runner up too because it's a season finale. It's the live, first live one of the podcast, generally speaking. So I think that had kind of like a little nostalgic feel as well. But we're
Yeah,
gonna do,
episode 10 was super fun because we got to do
yeah,
it live. We
yeah,
know that that's going to be so much more incorporated in season 2.
yeah,
Um, like that on top of that, like we said, we have some other sneak peeks that are going to be great as well. So like I think the whole season 1 was a lot of fun. It really put us in a great like position to kick off this season, have fun with you all, the home team, and really start rocking and rolling, which is going to be awesome. So
yeah. So, home team, let us know what you think about what was your favorite episode. I mean, we have ours. I know you guys probably have yours. So let us know in the comments. And again, re-emphasizing this too, do not forget to put your questions. We want to hear your questions. You want to be able to talk about it on the pod. Again, you guys are a part of this as much as we are. So want to hear what you guys have to say and what is your input as well.
yeah, I think
Um,
you and I were talking about it earlier, and basically, like anybody that throws a question in the comments will have the likelihood for it to come up on the chill and ask. But most of
correct.
them are going to be randomized. Like we'll just throw it out there, put
Yeah,
it in a randomizer. The randomizer will pick it for us, and that'll be the chill and ask for the
exactly.
day. I'm super hyped, dude.
Let's do this. Let's rock and roll. So don't forget to put your questions. Well, the big thing right now is summer is here. Summer is on. It's here. It was here, but now it's
Finally,
finally
bro.
here. Your
The weather
birthday.
in New York has been shit though, dude.
It
Like it's
has been shit. That
back and forth, dude. The last 2 weeks, it's like cold, hot, AC.
yeah.
I'm putting the heat back on, and it's freaking at the end of May, early June.
I'm
Yes,
bundling out. I'm
I
bundling
know.
out.
Like it's just
But it's
wild.
finally this week has been steady with 85-degree weather. It's been you feel like it's a summer night. You feel like it's June. Um, this is your time, Doug. This is your birthday's coming up. This is this
Dude, I
is
love
this
it.
is
And
your
my
time of
first,
the year.
so my birthday, first Father's Day is coming up, dude. Like a
Yes.
lot of cool stuff is
Well,
happening
yeah,
in
and you're
June
gonna
that I'm
be
excited about.
you're gonna be 30. I don't want to put that out there, but you
Yeah.
kind of already did in
I,
season one. So you're gonna be 30. You look good. You're feeling great. You know what I mean? So you take this off. This is your time. Summertime. What are you most excited about for this weather? What are your what do you like to do in the summertime? What is your apparel like? Do you like going to the pool, the beach? Like, let us know. Let us
yeah.
the king
I
of
think
summer. Hey, let's get it.
what I'm most excited about with summer is like just not having to wear pants. Like I love shorts, dude. I love to be able to show off my leg tats, like
Oh,
get out there a little bit, like not feel like you're all like bundled up. Like the weather is nice. We get down to the pool. Honestly, I'm a bit of a pool and an ocean guy. Like I like both. So like I could definitely be at the beach, but I like sometimes I'm like I don't want sand. Like I'd like a nice
yeah,
little pool area. I'm excited to get Dylan down to the pool now. Since she hasn't been really loving the bath, I'm hoping she'll love being in the pool. Since it's a little bit bigger. But there's so much exciting stuff. Like we have hikes planned. We're gonna take the dogs to the dog park. We're gonna go on a bunch of different walks. Like we're hopefully gonna do a few different other little picnics and things like date nights and stuff that I've planned for Jan. But the with the weather nice and it finally being summer, I am mostly excited about just getting out and being out of the house and enjoying the time with the girls and trying to find all the fun stuff that we can get involved with every day. Like we went yesterday, we went and saw live music in the city. We were actually at Gov Ball. We saw Olivia
So that,
Rodrigo. So
so that.
we got a quick drive down there into Flushings, into Queens, and got to see them, which was really fun. So like
You in my neck of the woods.
what? Yeah, I felt like I was at your house basically. Like the where we parked was like 66th Street. I felt like we were like right around the corner from you
Yeah,
guys.
Flushing is right. Yeah, Flushing is right over the bridge.
It felt like we were so close. One, and it's just like nice to be able to do something on the fly like really quickly because the weather
Yeah,
is nice. Even though yesterday was rainy and like a few days during the week was rainy, most of the week was actually nice. So you could be like, all right, I have nothing planned, but now I do. Let's go. Let's do it. Right? Like you can't do that in
yeah,
the winter and sometimes in the spring it's hit or miss with all the rain and stuff. But
yeah.
I am hyped up to get Dylan down into the pool and like swimming and hanging out down there because I know she's gonna love it.
Yo,
So
listen, Dylan's first summer too.
yeah, she's excited. We have plans for 4th of July. Like I think Ayana's aunt
She
is putting together like a little like get together, and we're gonna go and Dylan will be eating corn by then and like hot dogs
and
and
hamburgers.
hamburgers and she's got her two little like bottom teeth coming in and hopefully
She
her
might be
top teeth.
sipping on this nice little pina colada, virgin, of course.
Maybe.
Well,
I
maybe.
don't know. I'm not sure about that, but she's definitely trying all the solid foods that she can at this point. What about you,
Uh,
man? What are you most excited about?
I'm kind of just most excited for the weather. To be honest, I don't really like wearing pants and being all bundled up. It's a little hassle, so I like, I like the shorts. I like being able to show off my tats. You know what I mean? It's kind of funny. We was in Ghana, and my brother goes because now like I'm not bundled up, so I'm not wearing like pants and all this stuff. He was like, "Damn, like, you're
You're
really
tatted.
tatted." I'm like, I don't really
Yes.
feel
Yes,
tatted
I
at
am.
times, and then like when I look at photos of me, I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I am."
When you look at photos of you over the last like 2 years,
Yeah, it's like
like, all of a sudden you were like,
the evolution.
ah.
I went from none to like now I got like so many. So it's
That's
like,
how
oh
Jan and like if you look back at photos between 2021 and 2023, like Jan went and I went from having no tattoos to like having full sleeves and all these tattoos all
yeah,
over.
it's just crazy like the evolution of like I'm like, damn, I'm really am fucking tatted. I was like, okay. But yeah, just showing off the tats. Obviously, that's one. And just generally, I like getting into like the summer apparel. I like my button-up shirts. I like wearing my sunglasses. I like wearing stuff like that. So there's a lot of apparel reasons going on there, and honestly, just summer's just a vibe. You know what I mean? Like,
It's just a mindset shift too,
yeah,
right?
you just your serotonin just goes up because now, like you mentioned, like, all right, if I want to go to like the park after, no, like I want to go down to the city to go take pictures. I could go do that instead of like, oh, but it's too cold and like I got my camera with me and then I gotta be careful
Now
because
you got to carry your
oh,
bag and your
yeah,
backpack and your coat, and it's like,
yeah,
oh
it's
fuck.
just like, a hassle. So now it's just like just gotta carry my fanny pack. And that's another thing too. Fanny packs are back in the season. You know
They
what I
are,
mean?
dude. They are.
Bucket hats are back in
Fanny
season.
packs, bucket hats,
Bucket
and
hats,
mullets.
mullets. Are you gonna get one? Are you gonna get a
No, absolutely not. You
mullet?
can see I actually just got a fresh cut
Yeah, yeah.
last
Nah, you look
weekend. So
you do look like the fresh cut's coming in. Well, it isn't. I'm sorry.
no, yeah, the fresh
Uh
cut is in. Like when you get a fresh cut and then
yeah,
it's like
I got one.
you gotta wait like a week until it's like right where you
Yeah, it's
want it to
right.
be.
Yeah, you gotta. That's
Like
why I get my haircuts like every 2 weeks because the first week is like it's cultivating. It's like
yeah,
cultivating into what it's supposed to be, and then you get like a nice good week of like, all right, like this is what it's supposed to be, and then you go get a cut, and then you start the process all over.
yeah, I feel like it always takes like I always have the barber like cut it a little bit shorter because I know in like a week and a half it'll be like the perfect time.
Wait, time out. Hold on. You're back at the barber?
Yeah, Jan has not cut my hair after now that she had Dylan. So the last 7 months, I've
Oh,
been actually going to a barber to have my haircut.
wow. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a new experience for you
It
too, because
is, dude. That was wildly different. For like 8 years, everybody, my wife cut my hair. Like a
Yana
long time, dude.
Yana's like a Swiss Army knife. Like
For
it's
everything.
like she's like, oh, I know this. Like I don't know, like I know how to, I don't know, just random, like some random
She went
skill
to school
for. I
for
didn't even
like
know that.
cosmetology.
Wait,
Um,
actually, a little bit more of a backstory too. Not only was John cutting Doug's hair, but
true.
Dougie's hair, but she was cutting literally probably the whole fraternity's hair too. She was literally the fraternity's
What
hairdresser.
year was that? That had to be the
2017,
2016 or
2016,
2017.
2017. Yeah, she was
Yeah.
cutting everybody's hair. Like,
We used to
and
have a line in the townhouse, like up to
yeah,
my bedroom, where we
yeah,
would
like
have
yeah.
everybody
So
come and
you
get
guys
their
can
haircuts.
regulate. Yeah, that was yeah. She was literally that fraternity hairdresser. Um,
Yo, I remember one time she thought she messed up somebody's haircut, and that was just
yeah,
like their hairline all crooked and shit.
yeah.
I
We're
was
not gonna
like,
go that girl.
oh my god, that's hilarious.
Everybody was laughing. I'm like, and y'all was just like, I feel bad, but at the same time, like, there was a reason why. I was
That's
like, but yeah, and
hilarious.
another thing too with the summer is like, I'm a big pool guy. I like the beach, I like the ocean, but I just don't like the sand. Sand just it
Yeah,
really just
sand is just like it's hit or miss. Like it's got to be the right time, the right day. Like we have to have a large blanket that covers the sand.
you know what it is too. It's like I don't mind the sand when I go to a tropical area because the beach is clean, but
Yep.
like these New York beaches just really just piss me off because they're dirty and like
Dude, rye is disgusting. Have you ever
distinct.
went down there?
Oh, the most disgusting beach is Orchard by far.
Oh
No
yes,
hands
yeah.
by far. So anyways, so Orchard is literally low level tier. Don't even get in that water. But then I gotta go all the way to either Rye or Jones Beach, and it's just like
Like Jones is
crowded.
far from you, right?
Exactly. It's like far, then you get there and it's like there's everybody
There's
from
no
the city is
parking. Like
there. Parking,
everybody's dragging their bags around and shit.
I'm parking at West Bumblefuck. I got a cooler. I'm lugging. It's just very like a process of getting to the beach. Meanwhile, if somebody has a pool, it's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to the pool. I park my car at the house. I'm in the pool. And if I'm bringing stuff, I'm like, all right, cool, boom, I'm bringing, you know
Nah,
what I mean?
that reminded me of like remember when Reyes did like his little like
Yeah,
get together party and everything. We
yeah.
all came, we brought our shit, like we dropped it right at the poolside. We were grilling and cooking and everything. It was like
Parking there,
super easy,
easy,
right?
super easy. It's like the beach is like you gotta have like a certain like be in a mind frame to go to the beach because you gotta deal with so many other factors.
But like
Uh
with the pool, we could show up, at 11:30 and be like, "All right, we're going to the pool at 12." Like I feel like with the beach, you got to get there early because you got to get a
yeah,
spot,
spot,
and
yeah,
then it's like weird because it's still a little early and it's like cool and it hasn't hit like the prime sun time
yeah.
and it's just
And
like
then
what the fuck.
prime time it comes out, the sun is beaming, I'm sweating, and
The
then
ocean is fucking freezing.
the ocean is freezing, and not only that, I'm like getting sand. It's yeah, it's literally a process. But I do like the ocean though. Just want to put that out
Home
there. I do
team.
like
Do you like the ocean or the
ocean.
pool better?
Cool. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like which one do you enjoy the most? I think, and that's another thing too. Grilling too. Grilling is back on is back in effect. I actually haven't gotten a chance to do the grill, but the grill is grilling is one of my favorite things to do in the summertime. So that's what I'm
Yeah,
looking forward to
we
as
haven't
well.
hit the grill yet either. I need to do a little bit of work around the outside here. I think we have like bees and shit that are on our balcony, so I got to get rid of a few different things that are out there before we can get the grill going and like have like the girls out there. But our complex is actually like redoing the whole like grilling area now. They have like a fire pit down there. There's these like big, huge grills that they have and everything. Like I might end up going down there and trying to grill something. But like it's
Okay.
always a pain in the ass because like a shared unit is like people are always like watching you or like waiting for you to
Yeah.
be done cooking and then they're like cooking on top of you and it's just like I don't want to deal with any of that.
Yeah. It's like a yeah. But yeah, but other than that, man, just chilling over the summer. Probably maybe go up to see my brother over the summer too.
Yeah,
Um,
hit another baseball game at
oh yeah, for sure. I'm every time I go
at
somewhere, I
Fenway.
gotta yeah, I gotta hit a baseball game. I gotta show them where we're from. So I'll go in my Yankee bucket hat, my not like overly Yankee decked out, but enough where
Enough
you
that
know.
they know we a Yankee.
No, they know where I'm from. You know what I mean. So, the last time I went there, it was pretty cool. So definitely gonna try to get another baseball game in there. But other than that, nothing, no concrete plans due to the fact that I'm going to my, I'm gonna be
Yeah, you
traveling
guys
in
are trying to
September.
finalize the itinerary,
Yeah,
so save the bag a little bit over the summer. I think we're trying to. One adventure is I think we're gonna try and get up to Maine at some point this summer, and check it out a little bit. We want to do like a 3 day weekend in Airbnb in Portland and like check out the water up there and some of the
yeah.
awesome like history
I
and
was thinking
stuff.
about Maine too. I was thinking about like maybe if I am gonna do something, then it'll be kind of like low key. Maybe do like I could work from home on Friday and then
Yeah,
like do like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll see what's
that's what
up.
we were. Yeah, that's what we were thinking. Like leave Thursday night, or like rent a an Airbnb in the Catskills and leave Thursday night and hang out the whole weekend up there. Some type of plan like that. But you mentioned something earlier around the vibe of summer and like the serotonin and like just like
Yeah,
the emotional like uplift. I feel like of summer, like you're finally getting your vitamin D. You're getting out of like the seasonal depression and just feels like you're breaking out of your shell a little bit and like getting more
yeah,
excited about like what's going to happen with the year. I feel like the year doesn't ramp up until it starts to get nice out.
yeah.
And we had like a weird spring, like it was so hit or miss because of like it being
But
chilly and then it was raining and then it was shitty
terrible.
and it felt like it was just like gloomy and gray like and now it's finally got to the point where we're past it and we're ready for summer and there's a lot of cool stuff that we're excited about and like this summer, the way that freaking Dylan is going, she might be walking at the end of the summer, which is like a huge milestone, dude. Like she's
Yeah.
already crawling like crazy and has been like standing up and stuff. So it's gonna be a fun summer. Like I cannot believe that we have a daughter going into this summer. Like that's just wild, man. It's wild. So
Yeah.
excited.
But speaking about things heating up, the NBA playoffs are here,
They
still
are.
here.
I can't
Things
even
are,
believe it's June and we were like starting to talk about the playoffs
yeah.
in like end of
Now
April.
we're in the finals. But before we get into the finals, just a recap of what are your thoughts on the playoffs? And I guess who are the you know, big surprises and who were the, people that you thought were gonna make it but didn't? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, everybody, home team, you all know that I'm a Knicks fan. Little salty that we got bounced in the Eastern Conference Finals. I just didn't think we were there. But it was a great year, like up and up. Like honestly, like I haven't been a Knicks fan where I'm excited about the playoffs and like I don't know fucking how long. Like last year we were in the playoffs, but it still felt like it was
Yeah.
nuanced because everybody was hurt. Like this year we were finally not hurt and we were finally getting like things happening and I just think the luck wasn't on our side in a couple of those games and
Yeah.
it is what it is. But overall, I think this year's playoffs have been kind of underwhelming, to be honest with you. I just don't know if they have been as like exciting as previous like NBA playoffs. And I wonder like and this is just like my own selfishness. I wonder if that's because like we're not seeing LeBron or Luca or like Steph like going far like we have, which gets like
Yeah.
exciting because those are fucking like really great players, especially LeBron and Steph. Like, yeah, when is the last time you haven't seen one of them competing for the championship? I feel like, or at least getting to the conference
Well, what's
finals.
funny you say that because I saw a stat and again home team fact check me all you want I think but I want to say this is 99.5% correct 5.5 for error so just leaving that out there disclaimer I think 57% of the finals up till now were featured LeBron, Kobe, MJ.
Oh,
I
this is
think
50% in
57 history. And
oh
57% of in the history of the finals, these players have been in the finals and they're not this year. So it's LeBron, Magic, Jordan, Kobe. I think maybe Tim Duncan might be in there as well. And I think two more players. So it's kind of like going piggybacking off of what you said. Um, yeah, I mean these stars are these are literally the game changing superstars in the
mhm.
NBA. And they're not being in the finals. Obviously, is more so the fact that they just didn't have a good team. And they just couldn't get it done. Another thing too is just like maybe we're kind of used to like Golden State became a big market, Miami big market. Even though Cleveland wasn't a big market, but who did it have? LeBron James.
Yeah, they made a name for
Um,
themselves.
they made it exactly. So all these like kind of like teams that were in the finals, they kind of had either a big name or they were already a big market. Um, but now in the finals we have OKC and Indiana, and Indiana, I mean, has is somewhat of a decent market. OKC as well, but they're not like LA, Chicago. They're not New York, even New York. Like
Mhm.
even though the Knicks didn't go to the finals, they're still. I mean, New York was going absolutely insanity because we were in the Eastern Conference Finals, and that's something that we haven't done
20 years,
ye
dude.
in 20 years. So I mean, I
25
think
years.
yeah, I think it has to do with like the viewership getting used to maybe these small market teams are on the rise.
Yeah,
Question
and
mark?
I'm excited about that. I think everybody
Yeah,
should have the opportunity. I just feel like the viewing has been, and maybe this is just me, I've watched every single game.
yeah,
Like, I'm not saying I haven't watched any of the games. I just feel like the games haven't been as exciting as they have in previous years. And I think that there's just some ramping up to do there. The
yeah.
cool
I
thing
think
about it though, that I am really happy about, and you mentioned it, was maybe these guys, LeBron, Steph, they didn't have the team to get to the finals or the like to progress in the playoffs. And now people are starting to see that. Like you
yeah,
can't just have a big three with no bench and win it all. It just doesn't work like that. Like
it doesn't work.
both OKC and the Pacers have
Are
12
deep.
guys that can play basketball. 12,
Yeah,
dude. They play everybody on their entire fucking roster and bench.
yeah.
And everybody comes out and performs. Like they're good basketball players. And they only have one superstar. Both teams only have one superstar. If you
Yeah.
even consider Halliburton a superstar yet, I think he is now with everything that he's done in this historic playoff run. Like most people and media will probably say the differ, but this guy has literally knocked off every fucking team that should have beaten them. Like every one of the teams that they went up against should have beat them, and he's like scored like 4 or 5 like last minute game tying or winning buckets, and that's like the most in like a playoff history run in like
So
it's wild, dude, like what he's doing.
I think we're in a transition phase of who's the next superstar.
Yep. Yeah.
Who is
Who do you think is the actual face of the league?
I
Like in
I
one of these young stars.
I think I still think it's Jokic because he's literally. I mean, even though he took the Thunder to Game 7,
And I thought
you
they
know,
would have I thought they would have won that if Aaron Gordon was healthy. They
yeah,
probably would have won that.
and I think just like firing Mike Malone was like another. We'll get into all that and definitely in a later episode, but. I think firing Mike Malone was a big factor as well, but I still think Jokic is the best player because he could do everything. He's literally a bigger version of LeBron, if you really think about it. He could score, he could pass. I mean, his defense is not really up to par like LeBron, but on the offensive end, he's doing everything. And defensively, maybe he's not there, but he's a presence down low. So
Hmm.
I would say Jokic, but I mean Shea and I mean, like you said, Halliburton is. I don't like Halliburton. I'm gonna be straight up with you. I don't like his approach to the game of basketball.
Me either, yeah.
However, he's had a game moment series, and you got to give him that. He came in the clutch. He came in the clutch against the Bucks. I thought they were gonna get swept, and he ended
Dude,
up
they were dead in the water. They only had
they were dead in the
38
water.
seconds left, and it was like
Exactly.
down nine
And then he came in the clutch
or seven.
and all of a sudden won that series. He hit that game winning shot and against the Cavs, won that series. That game one or
Yep.
two
No, game
against the
one.
Knicks, game one, that game tying shot, they won that series, and he just had a
That
game
won the
tying
series
shot.
for them too.
Yeah, and that game tying series in OK, game winning shot in OKC. So, I mean, even though like I don't really like the way he's going, I don't really like his. I think he's a clown to be honest sometimes, but at the same right, you got to give credit to where credit is due, and he's really having a run right now. And you
Dude, the
gotta,
stat was crazy for that first finals game. The Thunder led for 48, like 47 minutes and
yeah,
53 seconds.
yeah. I
The
mean,
Pacers only led for 0.3 seconds. That wins you the game though. Like that wins you the game. He's very clutch. I agree. I think that Jokic is the best player. I think that there is one player that we did not get to see this year
Tatum.
fully finish out the, and I think that Jason Tatum would have done probably dirty work to the Knicks once they got back to Boston. The other player was Wembanyama. Like we didn't see Wemby at all, and don't be sleeping on the Spurs, bro. All of a
No,
sudden,
I'm not sleeping on the Spurs.
next season
I for
they
the
they
Spurs were they in the playoffs?
they weren't in the playoffs, but
I got you.
they were projected to get into the playoffs prior to him getting hurt,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
being
I
injured.
think also with the Spurs it has to do with Pop being his issues and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean you're right. Like we didn't see Wemby in the playoffs too. So I think like I said, we're in like that transition phase of like, all right, LeBron is 40, Steph is getting older, KD is like they're old. Like, and I don't want to see LeBron retire, but it's getting near the end. The end is near. Steph is the same way. I mean, Steph, you can't rely on Steph to do what he does. You know what I mean? Because you're older. KD the same thing. I mean, they're talking about KD now being potentially having a career like uh, his career is plummeting. You know what I mean? So, all these
He'll be
guys,
37 next season.
yeah, all
Like,
these guys that we grew up watching are all older now. So it's like
but the
now it's
one thing that you and I both know is it always felt like there was a guy that was like already kind of stepping into those shoes that was going
yeah,
to be the face of the league or is going to be like that next guy. And I don't feel like we have seen that yet in any of these young guys. Like, and some of them that we've given them enough time, like a Tatum, Jalen Brown,
hey,
like
and
and Trey Young. Like we know Luca is different, right? Like,
yeah,
but like some of these other guys, like we've given you enough time and you haven't shown us like that you take the mantle and run with it. So that's why LeBron's like, all right, I'll stay here for another season. Don't
yeah. I mean,
don't break my
he's
back.
he's averaging like what 26 a game. It's like
Yeah,
you're
and
doing it, and that's that's a sidebar. But averaging 26 and at age 40 is crazy. But yeah, like we're in a transition phase. I didn't think the Pacers were going to make the finals, but here they are. And it seems like they're giving OKC a run for that money. So, what
yeah,
are
we'll see what happens tonight first before we
yeah,
make any decisions.
what are your NBA finals predictions?
I still think that this is going to go 6 or 7 games. Like I feel that that is like the way that this series is going, especially with them winning game 1 like that and the Thunder being up 15. If the Thunder crushed them in game 1, I would have more sense of being like, this is going 5, it's over. They'll probably steal one and get one in Indiana and that's it. But right now, like the Pacers are on a path to destiny, bro. They've taken out every team, and nobody and everybody has put them as the underdog since they started. And they've won some of these games in the most outlandish fashion to get things done. The one thing I can say about the Pacers, that team is true grit. They are the definition of grit. And they do not give a shit about what happened the play before. They short-term memory, like it's just like gone basically. They're like, I don't care what happened last play. This is the next play. They could be down 8 and somebody just dunked it on them. They're down 10. There's only 2 minutes left. They still come back and win. It's like they don't let anything like shake them. And the one thing that they did in the finals that really I thought that made them kind of steal that game, take that game, was all of a sudden they went from having like 25 turnovers in like the first half or whatever it was, and then they had like 3 in the second half.
Yeah.
And that was because and remember this name because this dude is going to be an all-star and probably a superstar. That was because of Andrew Nimhard. That was fucking and his ball handles, bro. That team was in shambles, and that man single-handedly threw the team on his back and made sure that there was nothing that like one. He walked down the Thunder, and he got them back into it because Siakam was not even there. Like, where did he go? And Turner, no help. Halliburton, thank you, like, Lord, that you could hit the last game-winning shot. But that man was the reason why they won Game 1. And I promise you, next year he will be an all-star too. So
Nimhard.
keep that name on your list. Everybody should.
I'm gonna continue in my head against the Pacers and say Nimhard is not gonna be. I think he's having a
bro. Okay, I guess honestly, I'll let you run with that because every time you said something bad about the Pacers,
it's been wrong.
It's been wrong. I honestly, as a Knicks fan, should probably hate the Pacers the most because we can't
exactly.
Them.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, listen, I'm questioning your Nick card. I'm sorry.
It's like I should probably be the one that's pissed off the most, but I that guy can play some basketball, bro.
That guy go. I'm just gonna continue being a hater.
That dude is a hooper, and it's wild. And he's not a big dude either. He's like what 6'2", 6'3",
yeah,
maybe.
Yeah. I mean, he did damage against the whatchamacallit.
He was backing down Shea, who's like 6'7", 6'8".
Yeah.
He's backing down Jalen Williams. Like this guy is like shorter than all these dudes. And he was making mincemeat of them. And they couldn't do anything without him in that like end of third, early fourth quarter. But I think that the Thunder will come out and win the NBA championship. They will be the champions at the end. So Shea will be the regular season MVP, the conference finals MVP, and the finals MVP, which hasn't happened since like LeBron did it in like whatever year that was, like when with Miami that they won or whatever, right? He won all 3 of those MVPs that year.
Well, I don't think he won. There wasn't a conference MVP there.
Oh well, he won the conference finals, and then he won the finals MVP at that same time, right?
Yeah.
So I do think that they're going to win. I consider the Pacers an underdog still. I really am flabbergasted that they won Game 1 in that type of fashion. But what do you think? Where's your head at?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Thunder in 6. I think the Thunder are a team that could bounce back and win Game 2. And yeah, I mean that Thunder defense is very strong too.
That's why it was wild that they had 25 turnovers. There's only 11 points off of turnovers.
Yeah, so their defense is very prominent with the Thunder. So I'll say the Thunder in 6. But they're gonna have to bounce back, and definitely they can't lose Game 2 for sure. Like once we saw with the Knicks, once they lost Game 2, it was absolutely downhill from there.
Yeah, so Knicks were backs against the wall. They can't lose Game 2.
Yeah, you can't.
Home court advantage.
Yeah, you cannot lose Game 2. So I got the Thunder in 6.
The final question I have for you, and then we can shift into our final segment of the elevated advice that we both have, is what would your opinion be if there was a change in the seeding format for the NBA playoffs? If instead they did a 1 through 16 instead of splitting it up by conferences and doing 1 through 8.
I mean, you can do a 1 through 16. I mean, I did really
Does
like.
that change the viewership? Like, would people be more
I
excited
think
about
I
that?
think now it's just like the Eastern Western Conference is like kind of like okay, like all right, like we get it. But I think like in previous times it was like more apparent because the All Star game was East versus West, and stuff like that. But now it's you literally just have a coach from the West and a coach from the East, and then it's like a mishmash of like players now. You know what I mean? So there's no really like no. I don't think it's like position. Like position doesn't matter now. Like
Yeah.
back in the day, it was like center or power forward, small forward. Like now, it's just like you just have players. Like you know what I mean? I think if you have the 16 seating, I think it'll be very. It could. I'm not against it. I'm not for it. I mean, I think the NBA is losing viewership, so maybe that's something that they could switch up to help viewers come back in. I would say like I do like the nostalgic feeling of having like East and West, but if you're kind of like moving out of that phase already, then you might as well just go fully, the 16. But I'm not
I'm
for
just
or
thinking
against it.
about it from a contract standpoint. Some of these guys are making $300 million. Like if your viewer ratings are low, like you got to figure out a way for the teams to make more money, right? Because like
Yeah,
not that many people were actually going to the regular season games like this
yeah,
year in comparison to previous years. So there's got to be a shift in the mindset of either lowering ticket prices so people will come in or trying to figure out better ways to be creative for more viewers. But yeah, I mean that's my thought. I think
I
that
think
1 through
also too.
16 could be fun, but it's not college like March Madness. Like it doesn't have that same hype. Like every year you're like, holy shit, March Madness is happening. Like not every
Yeah,
year am I like, oh yay, the NBA playoffs are happening. You
I
know?
think too. I think too. Like a lot of like the NBA is going on like the social, like not social, the streaming platforms too, like the NFL, and it's like, all right, now I gotta get Max or I gotta get another I keep saying so streaming platform to watch the NBA. Meanwhile, prior it was just, I mean, it's still on TNT and ABC and stuff like that. But that's kind of where things are going, and it's like it adds like a whole new like, all right, I gotta get another subscription to watch basketball games. Meanwhile, before it was like readily available when
Much
I had my
easier to
cable.
watch them. Yeah.
Um, yeah, and then I mean, obviously the ticket prices, as people players are getting $300 million contracts. You got to raise the ticket prices so you could support that.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, we'll see what happens in the world of that, but I just wanted to see what your thoughts were and if you had any
well, what about yours?
I don't know. I think that it makes sense to try to switch things up. The hard part about doing a 1 through 16 is there might be 8 teams that are on the West that could kick everybody's ass on the East, right? Like it feels like the East has always been kind of a
So,
more subpar conference. And if you're a really, really talented team, you kind of motor through like a lot of those teams. I think that it's starting to get more balanced at the top, like, 1 through 8 or 9. But I still feel like a lot of those West teams would be beat up on some of the East teams like that. It may not be as visually appealing or as many views as we think, but something needs to change so it gets more exciting. I think at least that's what my where my head is at.
yeah. Well, I mean, I guess the NBA, since viewership is dropping, they're gonna need some elevated advice. So, Um, moving into our last segment of the session, is elevated advice. Sponsored by CoStar. CoStar season 2, maybe. Let it make it happen. The John Hancock. We're waiting. But Dougie, what is your elevated advice for the home team?
My elevated advice is actually like a bit different on this side. So today's elevated advice from my end is you have a major hot streak coming. From that, I'm trying to like decipher what that means from like an underlining piece of the puzzle, but if it means that there's a lot of great stuff that's going to be happening in the near future, then I'm riding with it. Like if I got a hot streak come in and there's a lot of fun stuff like we talked about with the podcast, with season 2, with the girls this summer. We have so much stuff that we've
Well,
got going on. So
well, I mean,
I'm excited about that.
I think Hot Streak and Pod season 2 is on the is launching. On top of that, you have gonna turn 30. On top of that, it's first Father's Day. So I think a lot of things in the crock pot. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
What
a
you
lot of
got
great
going?
stuff is on the
What is
horizon,
it?
and a hot streak is ready to go, dude.
Yeah. Let's just continue manifesting that.
What about you? Where's your elevated advice today?
Mine is try not to tense up when you're afraid. The best way to deal with your fear is to move through it. Yeah, I mean, the best way to get over a fear is facing it full throttle on instead of running away from it. You're never gonna get over it if you don't face it. So
Yeah, I think that
pretty much
that's
self-explanatory.
yeah, I think that's something that everybody like struggles with, right? Is like
Yeah,
if you have a fear of something, usually it's a fear of making a change or making a commitment to something. You kind of back away from it and you're like, oh, I don't want to do that. Like I'm nervous. Like it might put me out of my comfort zone. But instead, grab the bull by the horns. Like force yourself to do it because at the end of the day, the positive change that comes out of it will be that you're not scared of that anymore and that you will make the right decisions for yourself when you put yourself in kind of that like
yeah,
fight or flight situation, like oh no, I don't know what I want to do but I need to do it, and then you make a decision, and whatever the decision is you run with it. And I think at any time that you think of a positive like perspective or mindset after breaking down a barrier with a fear or like anything, that'll only help you grow and be a better person. So I like that one a
yeah,
lot. That's a really good one.
yeah. Very much apparent in my life today. So yeah, that's my elevated advice. Home team as usual. Let us know what your elevated advice is. Drop it in the comments. We'll love to hear it. And as a reminder, as always, please don't forget your questions. We want to put it on the pod. We want to make you guys a part of the pod as well.
100%.
But that's it for today. Dougie, it's always a pleasure catching up with you. It's been a minute, so I'm happy season 2 is on the rise, and we can't wait to for the home team to see what's going on. Yeah, and I'll talk to you later.
All right, check it out. We are on YouTube as well as Insta
Yes.
and TikTok. We'll be releasing this one next week, Thursday, at 6 p.m. EST.
See,
So
yes.
I'm excited about that. I can't believe season 2 is ready to rock and roll. CJ, great sync and link up today. I appreciate you as always, and chat with you later, my man.
All right. Take care.
Peace.